Hello YouTube, Josh Waling from Future-Morphs with clutch 21, where if I was a lucky guy, I could have hatched microscalus buff gold dust striped. But I didn't, because the male, it's still a nice project, but the male is a scalus buff caramel striped and he was pos het amel. He did not prove out amel. The female is a microscalus het caramel amel or ultra, but I still don't know because the male did not prove out het amel. And she was 50% pos het striped. But there were also no stripes. So it was a good pairing because I could test both striped in the female and amel in the male, of course. But yeah, if they both don't hit, then yeah, you get a clutch like this. Still nice babies, all scalers and microscalers with buff and with caramel. But it would be cool to have yeah, gold dust and stripe in there, of course. So even though I am the corn king, even the king is not always lucky. But well, let's go have a look at them. And if you like any of them, find them on the morph list. So we start off with a scalus male, which of course is het caramel and het striped. There's also a female scalus. Then we have two female caramel scalus, pretty dark caramels. This is female number 2. Then we have male scalus buff caramel, so they're a bit lighter, but especially the heads are more like almost greenish or so. So buff and caramel are not always the easiest to ID, but it's also not too difficult. Also, if you see this head, so it's like a greenish head almost. So this is a female scalus caramel buff number 1, and this is female number 2. And then we go to all the microscalus babies. This is a male normal microscalus. Of course, also het caramel and het striped. This is a female. And then there's a buff microscalus. And well, if you compare them side to side, then yeah, you can see almost like the more the red colors and the browner tints. But if you then maybe think, well, yeah, but could this not be caramel? Well, first of all, no, because there is red pigment. So every time you see red pigment, you know it's not a caramel. And the caramels look way more like this. This one could be buff, but it's the only one who still needs to shed. So I'm not sure. It has a greenish head. But this one, so that's a male, by the way. This is definitely a buff version. So this is microscalus caramel buff, male number 1. Male number 2, also with a nice greenish glow. And a female. And that was the clutch. So, even though the outcome is not too bad with animals like this, still I would have liked if this would be a striped one and maybe even a butter or a goldfish one. But boo-hoo-hoo, poor me. No, I will make up with luck in the next clutch, hopefully.